Have you guys seen that meme and it goes, nobody, not a single soul? And then it's like Waylon Kenning being like, hey guys, do you want to check out what it's like to live in Toronto during a pandemic? Let's check it out.
Good morning from Toronto. Here in Ontario, there are still 200 new cases a day, which means I have to wear a mask. And so I'm going to take you on a journey with me as we go and explore a little bit of downtown. So let's check out Toronto during a pandemic. I always like walking past the Ministry for the Environment because you can see here, this is their front, but yet they are still a corporate building. So one thing that's kind of cool is they started to build these pollinator gardens where you can see like beetroot and what appears to be maybe like a broccoli, and this is right in the middle of downtown. Like there's a Starbucks there and this is a big office building. So I think that's kind of cool. On the way from our apartment to the subway stop, we go past a few wee shops, a shawarma place, a little sort of printing shop, but probably the most Canadian of all the shops we go past happens to be Canadians' favourite coffee place. It is Tim Hortons. Now, because we're still in a pandemic, you can't sit inside any of the coffee shops. So they've moved all the tables and chairs, but you still can get yourself a coffee. And here it is, Tim Hortons. As you can see, they got the caution tape up, but you can still go inside and get yourself a wee coffee. So one thing that's pretty interesting is down there is a racket club. And to join that racket club, the one-time membership fee is $20,000 Canadian, and then you pay another $2,000 every year. $20,000 just for permission to play squash. So I live between two subway stations, and we're coming up to one of them, St. Clair, which is just past the handy dandy McDonald's. So let's go check out the subway. As I film this, it is about maybe 10 AM, and normally there would be a few people down here, but if we have a look, you can see there's literally one person having a seat. And here's our ride to Shepard Young. So as you can see, there's really not that many people on the subway. It's kind of interesting that you still have to wear a mask.
Davisville Station. Arriving at Shepard Young Station. Change here for line 4. Doors will open on the left.
Alright, this is us. Shepard Young.
Line 1, North Ferry.
Shepard Young is a pretty transfer spot. It's a very nice art, and down there is the subway that goes across. It's line 4, takes you to an IKEA, but we're not going to IKEA today. We are exiting, so let's look for the exit. Okay, so we made it to our destination, which is Shepard Young. Now it's time for us to walk and head on to the place where the laptop is going to be repaired, and it is down a street called Shepard Street. And you can tell we are at Shepard Street because there's a lot of signs saying it. Wearing a face covering is normally fine, and if the weather's fine and everything is happy, but oh my gosh, it's 30 degrees outside and I am overheating. And our journey continues. It's kind of interesting that you see like small buildings, these are little church buildings, and then over here you have like massive city block developments. It's a weird combo, Toronto. Very weird. The liquor situation, the alcohol situation on Ontario is kind of interesting. It is sort of a monopoly. There used to be, so there's a store called the Liquor Control Board of Ontario, Liquorbo, and they do like hard spirits. And in beer, there's really few these places like the beer store. But with the new premier coming in, Doug Ford, he's changed that so that some supermarkets also sell beer now as well. And you won't believe what is on the corner. Can you guess? It's going to be a coffee store. Will it be a Starbucks? So, you remember me from the last time that I went out. Everything was a bit quieter. Now I'm going to head out. I'm going to go south, which is to the busy part of town. And yeah, let's see what it's like a little bit later in the afternoon. Here we are, largest mall in Canada. And that's it. Not a lot happening here. You can see there's a fair chunk of people waiting for H&M. Okay. So even though it's a bit of a lockdown, there is, as you can see, quite a bucket load of people still out and about. Let's keep walking towards a Best Buy. Alright, I am now the new owner of an iPad Pro 11-inch 1TB. And as you can see, it may be a pandemic, but downtown Toronto is still pretty busy, with people literally bloody everywhere. There's one thing to note, is Yonge Dundas Square is still a gross place. If you come to Toronto, don't go to Yonge Dundas Square. It's really not worth it. Alright, so that's it guys. We're heading back home. We've done enough exploring of Toronto during a pandemic. The answer is, downtown is pretty gross, but if you go uptown, it's not so bad. But there's nothing to do there, so yeah, hope you enjoyed the video.